Have you ever wondered why your body sometimes reacts on its own to certain situations without you consciously controlling it? Why do you suddenly get a headache in times of stress or your stomach rebels when you are afraid? The universe has led you to this very moment, so that you begin to understand these deep connections, the invisible but powerful control that your mind exerts over your body, often unconsciously. Our body is not just a physical vessel that carries us through life. Rather, it is a sensitive instrument that reacts to every thought, every emotion, every worry and joy. Science and spiritual wisdom agree that thoughts and emotions shape our physical reality. When you are in constant worry, when fear or anger linger unnoticed in your mind, your body begins to reflect these emotional states. It is as if your inner state is expressed in physical form. You may have experienced this many times: an increased pulse when you are anxious, a tension in the neck when you feel stressed, or a pressing feeling in the chest when grief rises in you. Our body often reacts, without realizing it, to the inner conflicts that we carry within us. Imagine your mind is like a silent river. But as soon as an inner conflict, be it fear, uncertainty or self-doubt, disturbs this flow, the water stirs up. And this agitated water settles as a wave movement in the body. It is an unconscious mechanism that shows us that something inside us is not in balance. In this way, simple thoughts or unconscious emotions begin to leave their mark on the physical level. The connection between mental states and physical complaints is much deeper than it seems at first glance. A stressed mind constantly sends signals to the body that put it in a state of survival-on mode. Hormones such as cortisol are released, blood pressure rises, and the immune system is weakened. If these mental states are not recognized and processed, they can cause long-term chronic discomfort. Stress, fear and even repressed emotions are often the invisible saboteurs that affect your body without you consciously noticing it. Now that you have begun to understand the unconscious power of the mind over the body, let's move on. Next, we'll talk about how deep-seated, negative beliefs can affect your physical well-being, and how you can recognize and overcome them. Deeply seated beliefs that lie dormant in the depths of your subconscious have an enormous impact on your physical well-being. These beliefs not only shape how you perceive yourself and the world around you, but also how your body reacts to different situations. For example, if you carry the thought in you for a long time that you are not good enough or that you do not deserve to be healthy and happy, this inevitably affects your physical condition. Your mind will integrate these beliefs not only into your actions, but also into your physical reaction. Your body becomes a mirror of these unconscious self-doubts. Negative beliefs act like invisible threads that affect your health, often without you being aware of it. Beliefs like, "I'm not worth it," or "I'll never really be healthy," set in motion a cascade of physiological reactions in your body. These phrases are deeply anchored in your subconscious and subtly influence each of your experiences. Your body, which reacts to what your mind signals to it, begins to manifest these beliefs by creating symptoms of stress, fatigue, or chronic tension. Imagine that you have been believing in yourself for years that you will never succeed in your work or that you do not deserve to be healthy. Your mind unconsciously passes this information on to your body, which in turn passes into a state of chronic tension. Your muscles remain tense, your breath becomes shallow, and your body is continuously preparing for the fight, even if there is no real external enemy. This constant strain can lead to a variety of physical complaints, from chronic fatigue to headaches and serious illnesses. For example, if someone constantly carries the thought that they don't deserve to be healthy, their body may express this belief in the form of illness or chronic complaints. You may get sick more often or experience recurring health problems without finding a clear cause. Your mind has a power that goes far beyond the conscious. It can unconsciously sabotage you if you are careless. The first step to break the influence of these negative beliefs is to recognize them. It requires mindfulness and self-observation to determine what deep beliefs govern your mind. Often it's the recurring thoughts that act like a quiet voice in the background, telling you that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed. Once you have exposed these beliefs, you can begin to transform them. In order to change these deeply rooted beliefs, it is crucial to establish new, positive beliefs. Through techniques such as affirmations or visualizations, you can reprogram your subconscious. Instead of continuing to be dominated by negative beliefs, you replace them with empowering, positive thoughts like, "I'm worth being healthy," or "I deserve to be successful." This process requires patience and perseverance, but over time you will find that your body is responding to these new beliefs. You will feel more relaxed, energetic, and healthier. Now that you've recognized the deep impact of beliefs on health, let's move on and explore how stress acts as one of the biggest saboteurs of your physical and mental health. The next chapter will discuss how stress affects your body and what techniques can help you break this harmful cycle. Stress, an invisible enemy that secretly sneaks into everyday life to burden the body and mind alike. Although you may often ignore it or see it as an inevitable part of life, it unfolds an enormous destructive power in secret. The modern lifestyle with all its demands, expectations, and constant distractions ensures that the mind is permanently on alert. The body reacts to this by going into fight or flight mode, a mechanism that used to ensure our survival, but today puts the body under continuous pressure and can harm in the long term. The stress makes your body run at full speed. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. In the short term, this hormone ensures that you are alert and able to act quickly, but when stress becomes chronic, cortisol becomes a constant companion that weakens your immune system, drives up your blood pressure and strains your digestive system. A body that is in a permanent state of tension and alertness has no opportunity to recover, heal, and return to the state of inner balance. Everyone experiences stress in their own way, but the effects are universal. Some people feel it as tension in the neck and shoulders, others experience digestive problems or insomnia. These physical complaints are not isolated phenomena, they are the direct result of a mind that is in a state of overload and fear. It is important to understand that stress is not a purely mental matter. It anchors deep in your body, makes your muscles tighten, your heart beat faster and leads to exhaustion, both mentally and physically. You may have already experienced this yourself. On a hectic day, you suddenly notice that your shoulders are tense, you breathe shallowly and your energy is rapidly diminishing. This is your body that reacts to the warning signs of your mind. Your mind sends out signals that there is a danger, even if that danger consists only of a full email inbox or a stressful deadline. Your body can't see the difference and goes into survival mode. If this lasts for a long time, not only your muscles and organs suffer, but also your mental health. Fortunately, there are ways to break this harmful cycle and bring the mind into a state of tranquility. One of the most effective techniques to reduce stress is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness means being fully present in the present moment without losing yourself in thoughts about the future or the past. By focusing on the here and now, you give your mind the opportunity to relax and break out of the cycle of constant reaction to external stimuli. Breathing techniques, meditation, and the conscious experience of your surroundings help you reach this state. Meditation is particularly effective because it calms the mind and puts it in a state of deep relaxation. Through regular meditation, you can train your body to reduce stress reactions and lower cortisol levels. It's not about completely banishing stress from your life, that would be almost impossible in today's world, but about finding a healthy way to handle it that protects your body and clears your mind. If you integrate these techniques into your daily life, you will not only notice that you become more relaxed, but also that your body reacts less to stress symptoms. Your sleep becomes deeper, your energy more stable, and your mind clearer. The body has an amazing ability to heal, but only if you give it the opportunity to regenerate. Now that you've realized how stress can sabotage your body, let's move on to the next chapter. There we will examine how repressed emotions affect your physical health and how you can learn to consciously process them to relieve physical discomfort. When emotions like silent shadows move through your insides and you don't pay attention to them, they begin to settle on your body. Suppressed emotions, be it anger, grief, fear or frustration, are like unspoken words that echo deep inside you and ultimately manifest themselves in your physical self. Your body is a mirror that reflects what is happening in your mind and soul. But what happens if you ignore that mirror? Emotions are energy that flows through your body. If you try to suppress negative emotions instead of allowing and processing them, they accumulate and block this flow of energy. Your body begins to store this energy as tension. Imagine this as a river stopped by a dam. The emotions accumulate behind the barrier, and the tension grows. This energy then seeks a way to express itself, often in the form of physical discomfort. Neck or back pain, digestive problems, chronic fatigue, all of these can be the physical manifestation of suppressed emotions. A well-known example of this phenomenon is the so-called psychosomatic reaction. Your mind can't resolve emotional conflicts in the traditional way, so it expresses them through the body. You may have noticed that during particularly stressful or emotionally charged times you suddenly develop physical symptoms, a tuck in the back, constant headaches, or stomach problems. These complaints are not just physical problems. They are messages from your body that point out that you are carrying emotional burdens with you that need to be released. If anger, grief, or fear are not expressed, they can leave even deeper traces in the long run. The constant repression of these emotions leads to chronic tension and exhaustion. Your body is like a container that carries this unspoken emotional energy, and at some point it becomes overloaded. People who have been suppressing their emotions for years often report unexplained physical suffering that has no obvious medical cause. But the cause lies deep in their emotional and mental state. There is an ancient wisdom that says that the body speaks when the mind is silent. If you don't consciously experience and process your emotions, your body will force you to pay attention to them. The body sends signals to help you wake up and recognize the emotional blockages you've ignored for so long. Unexpressed anger can manifest as tension in the jaw or shoulders. Grief that you suppress can manifest itself in a pressure on the chest. Fear that you do not allow can result in a constant feeling of tension and nervousness in the body. The path to healing these emotional blockages begins with recognizing and accepting them. It is not always easy to face the repressed emotions, but only by consciously experiencing and feeling through you can let them go. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools to get in touch with these emotions. By allowing your mind to go into silence, you open a space where you can explore these deeper feelings. You can consciously take time to listen to your body. Where do you feel tension? What emotions arise when you focus your attention on these places? It is important to allow yourself to feel these emotions without judging or repressing them. You may want to express your anger by getting loud or writing something down. You may need time to allow tears that you have held back for a long time. All these processes are part of the emotional release that allows your body to release the accumulated energy and relax. Now that you understand how emotional suppression can harm your body, we want to take a closer look at the placebo effect in the next chapter. We will investigate how belief in healing, or in illness, can profoundly affect your body. There is one phenomenon that has fascinated researchers and doctors for centuries: the placebo effect. This effect impressively shows how strong the belief in being healed can actually bring about healing, without any real medical treatment. The placebo effect is a powerful example of the inseparable connection between mind and body and shows us that the mind has the ability to influence the body, often far more than we can imagine. When you are convinced that a pill, procedure, or treatment will help you, your mind sends signals to your body that will put it in a state of healing. Your brain begins to release endorphins and other healing substances that improve your well-being and positively affect your physical condition. Numerous studies have shown that people who believed in the effectiveness of placebo treatment experienced real physical improvements, although the treatment consisted of nothing more than sugar pills or mock surgery. This is the true magic of the placebo effect. Your body does not react to the treatment itself, but to your belief in healing. It's like your mind is giving your body permission to get well. This effect shows us how important it is to believe in the possibility of healing, not only in medical treatments, but also in everyday life. If you are convinced that your body is strong and can heal itself, you actively support the healing process. But just as strong as the placebo effect is its dark twin, the nocebo effect. While the placebo effect activates positive healing powers, exactly the opposite happens with the nocebo effect. When you believe that you will get sick, that a treatment will fail, or that your symptoms will worsen, your body will begin to manifest these beliefs. Negative beliefs have the power to keep your body in a state of illness and weakness. The nocebo effect shows us how destructive it can be to believe in illness or failure. A simple example: imagine that you learn about a new disease and you start to constantly deal with symptoms. You think about whether you might be affected and start watching your body closely. Over time, you may actually notice symptoms, even if there is no medical reason for it. Your mind has created these discomforts through the constant focus on disease. This is the power of the nocebo effect, which shows that our belief in negative outcomes can be as strong as our belief in positive outcomes. The good news is that you can use this powerful connection between your mind and body to consciously promote healing. It starts with recognizing your beliefs. What thoughts do you have about your health? Do you think you are strong and resilient, or do you have deep doubts about your health? Have you perhaps assumed the belief that certain diseases are inevitable in your family, or that your body automatically weakens with age? Such beliefs can unconsciously cause you to actually feel unwell or sick. To consciously use the positive placebo effect, you can start by changing your beliefs about your health. You can use affirmations to suggest to your mind that you are healthy, strong, and full of energy. Instead of focusing on possible diseases, focus your mind on health and vitality. By saying to yourself, "My body has the amazing ability to heal itself," you actively support the healing process. Your mind begins to internalize this belief, and your body follows this signal. Visualizations are also a powerful tool to use the placebo effect for you. Imagine how your body heals, how you feel full of energy and health. See for yourself how you go through the day full of vitality. Your mind will accept these images as reality, and your body will respond to them by aligning itself with healing. This is not magic, it is the profound connection between mind and body that you can activate. Now that you have understood how strong your faith is on your body, it's time to take the next step. In the following chapter, we will explore how the body sends you messages through symptoms and discomforts, a language you can learn to restore your inner balance. Your body is not just a physical vessel that carries you through the day, it is a living expression of your inner world. Every pain, every discomfort, and every symptom you experience carries a message. Your body is constantly talking to you, but often we don't listen carefully. The complaints that you may perceive as a mere physical problem are often an expression of deeper emotional or mental imbalances. It's like your body is speaking a secret language, a language you can understand when you learn to listen carefully. You may have experienced that your body has surprised you with an unexpected pain or illness, even though there was no obvious cause for it. But the cause is often not in the outside, but inside. Stress, fears, repressed emotions, all this manifests in the body. If these inner conflicts are not observed, the body begins to speak louder and louder until you are finally forced to listen to it. Complaints are often the last way the body has to get you to pay attention to your inner states. Take the common case of back pain as an example. Medically, there may be no obvious explanation, but emotionally speaking, the pain could stand for the burden you carry inside, perhaps a responsibility that weighs too heavily on your shoulders, or an emotional burden that you have been carrying with you for a long time. Your body reflects these stresses and sends you the message, it's time to let go. Your body is wise and has the ability to indicate to you in the most subtle way that something is out of balance. Headaches can be an indication that you are stuck in your head too much, putting excessive pressure on yourself, or being overwhelmed by too many thoughts. Stomach problems could indicate unresolved emotional conflicts that eat you up inside. These messages are like signposts that show you the way back to your inner balance. The first step in understanding your body's language is to be more mindful of your physical sensations. Instead of simply ignoring or immediately numbing pain or discomfort, you can learn to see these signals as valuable messages. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? What emotions or thoughts could be behind this pain or discomfort? By asking yourself these questions, you open a dialogue with your body that helps you to recognize deeper causes. A powerful method of getting in touch with your body's language is the practice of body perception. Take a few minutes every day to consciously empathize with your body. Direct your attention to the places where you feel tension or pain. Try to simply perceive what is there without judgment or evaluation. You may notice that certain emotions or thoughts are associated with these sensations. By creating this space, you give your body the opportunity to express itself. Another way to listen to your body's messages is to view your physical ailments as metaphors. Your body often uses symbolic expressions to show you what has been out of balance on the emotional or mental level. For example, if you have a frequent sore throat, it could indicate that you are having difficulty expressing yourself or telling your truth. If you have a recurring abdominal pain, it could mean that you can't digest something, be it a difficult situation or an emotional burden. If you learn to understand this language, your body will no longer appear as a stranger, causing you unexpected problems. Instead, it becomes an ally that will help you maintain your inner balance and make you aware of the areas of your life that require healing and attention. You can think of the dialogue with your body as a valuable form of self-care, a way to understand yourself on a deeper level and promote your well-being. Now that you have realized the importance of physical messages, let's move on to the next chapter. There we will discuss how you can end the unconscious sabotage of your body and sustainably improve your health through targeted techniques and mindfulness. It's time to break through the unconscious patterns that sabotage your body and regain control of your well-being. The first step on this path is to recognize and understand the negative beliefs and unconscious programs that are deeply rooted in your subconscious. They are the ones who always put your body in a state of tension and exhaustion. These inner programs influence every decision you make and every reaction you have without you being aware of it. But you have the power to end this sabotage by becoming aware of these programs and reprogramming them. Mindfulness is the key. To recognize the unconscious sabotage, you must first be able to listen to your body's signals and perceive your inner reactions. When does your body react with stress, tension, or malaise? What situations, thoughts, or feelings trigger these reactions? By being more aware of your feelings and reactions, you create the space to recognize the underlying beliefs that affect your health. A common saboteur is the constant inner dialogue that tells you that you are not good enough, that you have to do more, or that you do not have time to take care of yourself. This dialogue can be subtle and often invisible, but it leaves deep marks in the body. Thoughts like, I must always be strong, or I must not show weakness, lead you to overexerting yourself and not giving your body the rest and care it needs. You move in a constant state of overload without realizing that you are draining your body with it. In order to break through these unconscious programs, it is important to specifically question them and replace them with new, positive beliefs. If you notice that you fall back into old thought patterns that sabotage you, stop and ask yourself, is that really true? Often you will find that these old beliefs no longer have a basis and only come from previous experiences. You can begin to consciously change these thoughts by strengthening new beliefs that support your well-being. Instead of thinking, "I always have to do everything on my own," you can say to yourself, "It's okay to accept help and take time for myself." Another powerful tool to end the sabotage is the reprogramming of your subconscious through affirmations and visualization. Affirmations are short, powerful phrases that realign your subconscious. They help you replace old, negative patterns with positive and empowering thoughts. You can repeat affirmations like, "My body is strong and healthy," or "I deserve to feel good," daily to focus your subconscious mind on healing and well-being. These affirmations act like seeds that you plant in your mind and that grow with time and transform your entire thinking and feeling. Visualization is also a powerful technique to influence your subconscious and strengthen your body. By regularly imagining how your body is in a state of health and vitality, you create an image of well-being in your mind that gradually manifests itself in the body. Your brain cannot distinguish between reality and imagination, it reacts to the images you present to it. That's why it's so important that you nourish your mind with positive, healing images. A crucial step towards ending unconscious sabotage is also to regularly give your body room for regeneration. It is essential that you take breaks and relax consciously. Your body needs periods of relaxation to recover from the daily burden and regain balance. Practices such as meditation, yoga, or just deep breathing exercises help you restore the connection to your body and give it the opportunity to relax and heal. By integrating these techniques into your daily life, you will gradually end the unconscious sabotage of your body and create a new foundation for health and well-being. Your body is your ally on this path. It wants to heal and is in a state of balance and vitality. You just have to give him the opportunity to do so. Now that you know the means to end the unconscious sabotage of your body, let's move on to the final chapter. Here we will look at how you can create a long-term balance between body and mind to live in a state of inner peace and health. The key to a healthy and fulfilled life lies in the balance between body and mind. Finding and maintaining this balance means living in harmony with yourself and understanding the power of your mind and the wisdom of your body as unity. When you understand that your inner state is the basis for your external well-being, you begin to be more consciously with your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. The path to a healthy body-mind balance is a journey that you can embark on with mindfulness, patience, and dedication. It begins with the realization that you have control over your inner world. Your thoughts and emotions are like waves that affect your body. The more mindful you observe and direct this inner world, the easier it is for you to create a harmonious balance. A healthy mind leads to a healthy body. By replacing old, stressful thought patterns with new, positive beliefs, you become healthier not only mentally, but also physically. Your mind and your body are in constant dialogue. A mindful mind sends peaceful and healing signals to the body. The daily practice of mindfulness and meditation is one of the most powerful tools to promote this balance. If you take time every day to turn inward, feel your breath and observe your thoughts, you bring your mind to a state of tranquility and clarity. This has a direct impact on your body. Stress is reduced, the muscles relax, and your nervous system returns to a state of balance. Meditation is not just a spiritual practice, it is a healing experience for the whole organism. In addition to mental work, it is equally important to take good care of your body. Exercise, healthy nutrition, and sufficient sleep play a central role in keeping the body in a state of vitality. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life, and it needs care and attention to be able to develop its full performance. Make sure you give your body the movement it needs to feel alive and strong. It doesn't always have to be exhausting. Gentle forms of movement such as yoga or walks in nature can already work wonders. Another pillar of the body-mind balance is emotional health. As already discussed, repressed emotions have a profound influence on your physical well-being. It is therefore important to regularly give yourself space to consciously experience and process your emotions. Let the feelings that rise in you, instead of repressing them. By consciously experiencing and letting go of emotions, you can free your mind from old burdens, which in turn relaxes and heals your body. Your body will thank you if you free it from the emotional blockages that often manifest themselves in the form of physical discomfort. To maintain this balance in the long term, it is important that you acquire a lifestyle that is in harmony with your inner nature. This means that you regularly tune into your inner voice and ask yourself whether your daily life corresponds to your values and needs. A life that constantly puts you in stress and exhaustion will weaken your body in the long run. But if you maintain a lifestyle that nourishes your soul, be it through creative activities, fulfilling relationships, or regular timeouts, this will be reflected in your physical well-being. In the end, it's about living in harmony with yourself. Body-mind dualism is an illusion. They are inseparably linked and act as a unit. By being more consciously with your mind and body, you will find the inner balance you are looking for. And once you've found that balance, you'll feel how profoundly it changes your life. Your body becomes healthier, your mind becomes clearer, and your whole being will become a state of inner tranquility and contentment. Now it's up to you to apply the steps you learned on this journey in your everyday life. Be patient with yourself and remember that this path is a continuous process, a path that will lead you to a state of inner peace and external health. The first step begins now.